Okay, if that's you, stop moving it.
Hi, everybody.
Hello. We're back again.
So, today we made a spontaneous decision to go to a mausoleum in our... Did I say that right?
Yeah, mausoleum.
Mausoleum.
Which is in a graveyard here in the city. And it's basically like an indoor... It's an indoor graveyard. For the people that don't know, it's an indoor graveyard, and they put people's cremated remains inside of this big, huge building. So I was not aware that we even had one. Found it, so now we're on our way down there.
You said that kind of creepy. Cremated remains. Sorry, I shouldn't make fun of that. That's not a good idea.
Cremated remains.
I know it's cremated remains, but just the way that you said it. It's kind of weird.
Well, you know. So yeah, we're on our way down there now, and we're gonna see how this goes.
We're so awkward.
Okay. We're gonna see if we can find some ghostesses.
Some ghostesses. Whoa, whoa.
All right, everybody, here we are. This is the mausoleum behind us. And we are at the Memorial Cemetery, which is in Colorado Springs. The mausoleum is huge, but we cannot go in. So
there's a huge one. There's an outdoor one that we might go over there and
yeah,
sit down.
there's an outside one, so we're probably going to go over there. We have to be careful recording, however, because I don't really want to make anyone upset. I'm going to try not to show any of these tombstones. So this graveyard is massively huge.
A lot of the stones are on the ground, so that's going to be a little tough.
A lot of the stones are in the ground, but
we don't want to step on any of the graves.
There are some above ground too. And this is right in the middle. This is right in the middle of the city, guys. So this isn't, you know, up in the mountains or far away from the city. We're right in the center of it.
These lights, because it's really weird. They have like little lights that are like with the flowers.
Mm-hmm.
You can't even see me. I don't know why I'm talking.
So you got traffic. You got traffic going back behind us over here, and then you got the mountains. There's a big old hotel over there that's turned into an apartment building. So we're literally right in the middle.
But there's these lights that are like with the bouquets that they put, and it's really creepy because I'll see it out of the corner of my eye, like that light way out there with that.
Yeah.
It looks so creepy because it looks like a flashlight way out there.
Yeah.
In the middle of the field. So
oh yeah, the little lights.
We have to make sure or check if they're lights or if they're...
This mausoleum might be open.
It might.
Because it's got all the lights on. So we might still be able to get into one of these mausoleums. But the plan is we're going to stay here for a while.
Quite a while.
Until it's pitch black dark out here.
And the traffic calms down.
And the traffic calms down. And we're going to see what happens. I've heard of stories from other people that live over here. This is kind of my old neighborhood, my old stomping ground. So there's some apartment buildings over here where a lot of friends live that I went to school with. And they told me that they used to see things walk through here and move around. So maybe we'll catch something tonight.
No, look. Do you see the video?
Okay, so we are at one of the mausoleums because there's a couple over here. In this particular mausoleum that we're at, we were at the door trying to see if it was unlocked or open, which it's not. So now we were standing at the door And we feel like something is hiding outside of this mausoleum.
Like around the corners.
Like around the corners, like something just doesn't feel right. So I am going to park it right here up against this wall,
Oh.
just for a minute.
Ow.
And if anybody's here,
My entire head, like my entire face and head just started hurting.
if anyone is here, you can talk to me. Or you can tug at my jacket. You can tug at this little line that's right here on my camera, on my phone. I don't know if you can see this or not. But if there's anyone here, we mean no disrespect. We're not trying to desecrate anything. We're not trying to damage anything. We just want to talk to you. So if you're here, we're here to keep you company for a little while. I don't hear anything. But I swear I felt something, man. When we were around the corner over there, it felt like something was there.
I'm trying to figure out where the shadow that I'm seeing is coming from.
Yeah, it could be bouncing off of these reflective surfaces.
It could. That's why
So
I'm
that's
trying to figure
that
out.
could be
But
could
yeah,
be part of
my
it.
whole face hurts right now.
All right, so we're trying to be careful because there's people driving by here all over the place, and they have cameras everywhere. So
It's such a beautiful.
we're just trying to be respectful. I'm not going to show any names. You can kind of see in the window there all of the flowers that are on the window. So to anybody that can hear me, rest in peace, and I hope you're all okay.
We're all doing all right.
There's also an entire wall here that I'm passing that's on my left, and that's all full of flowers too as well. So just for respect for the families, I'm not going to show any of the names. Yeah, it feels real heavy. It feels heavy. It feels like, I don't know, you can just kind of feel the atmosphere. It feels a little heavy over here.
My face hurts. Like everything over hurts. Maybe it's just because of my congestion.
Probably. So we're just kind of walking around, looking at the scenery. There's a big light over here. So there's also a third mausoleum, and we're gonna go up to that one. And I'll just give you guys a glimpse inside of this mausoleum. It's pretty big. That's the mausoleum there. See, I just feel like someone's following us. You feel that?
Yeah. I'm not really freaked out by it.
I mean, I told him, yeah. See?
Hey.
If you're here with us, move one of these flowers on the wall. It's okay, you won't get in trouble.
We're very nice people, I like to think.
Yeah, man, I feel something here with us. It's weird. The atmosphere is just different. Look at the bell.
Maybe because of the wind.
The wind's
It's
not. The
so-
wind's not blowing. Look at that bell. It's complete. The wind is completely dead, and that bell is moving. Is that you? Ring the bell. Push it more. Now the wind picked up a little bit. But is the wind picking up here though?
Yeah, block it. Sorry, we don't want to make you feel awkward.
Alright, so I'm trying not to show the names, but I kind of want to show this bell though.
You can't really read it. If anything, we can just blur it out a little bit.
There we go. Okay, so I'm blocking the wind and this bell is still moving.
That's crazy. Well, hello there.
If you can hear me, push this bell as hard as you can.
Let's see what-
Look, see, the wind is dead. The wind is not over here. Push it harder.
No, do you see this? The decoration on the wall, it's moving. I want to step into that zone because I want to see if it's cold or like warm.
kind of hard to tell because we're outside.
It's warm, dude. Is that just me?
It could be the rock holding on to the heat. Back down towards our car, which is back at the front of the graveyard. And both of us at the same time saw a black shadow go from one tree, this tree right here. I don't know if you can see it. Let me see if I can shine it, brighten it up. That tree right there. We saw a black shadow walk from this tree across to right about here in the street, kind of out in the street out here. About right there. So maybe about a 10-foot span and just completely disappear. Like in thin air. So we rushed over here. I'm sitting down now and I told the person, you know, who it was, that if they wanted to come talk to us to not be afraid, and that we were going to sit right here and listen to what they had to say. And I also told them that if they wanted to touch my jacket, touch my head, do anything that they want, so that I know that they're here. So we are just sitting here waiting, and my daughter has the EVP on to see if we catch anything. So I think we might have spooked it, because as soon as we saw it, we kind of came over here pretty quickly. So I caught it out of the corner of my eye, and she saw it too. So both of us saw it. Yeah, so we're just gonna kind of wait it out. So I'm gonna have you guys sitting here with us, and you can kind of see my silhouette. I know you can't see me very well, but this is my, there I am. My silhouette. This is the tree right here. And then the city's behind me. So you see any kind of shadows or anything behind me, then somebody say something.
Hi, this is me. Don't freak out.
That's Gabby over there being lazy.
Oh, don't shine it.
You're even lazy when we're looking for ghosts.
No, I'm not being.
What's wrong with you?
I'm showing them that I'm vulnerable. I'm not trying to hurt them.
If you're still here, don't be afraid to come over here.
Touch my hand.
I feel like there's something on the other side of this tree right here behind me.
Touch my hand if you want.
I feel like it's just right on the other side of this tree.
I don't see.
Right over here. Right back in there. If you're there, don't be afraid to come to the other side of the tree. And you can come talk to us. The EVP, the phone is right here to record your voice. So if you'd like to come talk to us, come over here and speak into this phone. If you can see this light. I'm telling you, I feel like it's just hiding right on the other side of this tree. Did you feel something?
No, I heard somebody walking behind my head.
See? It's right here.
Oh,
He's right here with, I'm telling you, he's right here with us. If you're here, don't be afraid to come over here.
I'm a little scary, I know, I'm sorry.
You know what? Let's try the flashlight thing. So I'm going to lay this flashlight right here, and if you can see it, if you want to come over here, there's a button right here on the side of it, and you are more than welcome to turn that off or on.
However much you get.
I'm going to leave it on, and you can turn it off if you want. So if you want to talk to us, and just so everybody knows, I'm faced away from the light.
I'm faced towards the light, but I'm
and
not
Gabby's faced towards the light, but she's pretty far away from it. So
yeah, it'd be pretty hard for me to reach out.
So if you're still here with us, I want you to turn that light off, if you can. I know it may be kind of tough. Did you hear that? There's walking over here.
I kind of heard it a little bit.
I hear someone walking over here. I'm telling you, I think we spooked it and it went over there away from us. I shouldn't have ran. I got so excited when I saw it. Oh man, that was crazy. Okay, do you want to get up and let's try and like recreate it and walk a little bit and see if it'll follow us. Okay, we're gonna get up and we're gonna walk a little. So if you want to follow us, you can follow us. We're not trying to scare you away or creep anyone out. So if you want to follow us, we're just gonna walk this way.
I feel like it's behind me, Dad. It's kind of. I feel like it's behind me.
Stop. Whoa. It's right there next to that tree. Why is he not talking to me?
Well,
here, how about we go in between the trees?
in between the trees.
Yeah.
Maybe it's his favorite tree.
Because I feel like it's right in this
Is this
area.
your favorite tree? They are very pretty. I like these trees. I climbed one time. It was
Oh
really
man, I got the chills, man. Okay. All right. Okay, so I'm in between the trees right now, where we kind of saw you go in that kind of direction. So if you're hiding over here, I want you to tug on my jacket, or I'm gonna hang this light. I don't know if you can see it or not, but let me show you. I'm gonna hang this light right here. I'm gonna hang it on the tree. Right there. And if you're here with us, I want you to dangle that light.
I'm trying to stay. Okay, there we go.
Okay? So if you're here with us, I want you to move that light, and I want you to use everything you can to move it, and don't be scared.
There's somebody here with us.
I know I feel him, but he's just not.
No, I saw the light move and the wind's not blowing that much, so.
The wind's not blowing at all. And it is moving. Yeah, the wind is not blowing at all. You feel it, right?
Mm-hmm.
No wind.
Oh my goodness.
So if you're here with us, all you have to do is just poke that light and it'll move. Just the slightest little touch and it'll swing back and forth. Look.
Mm-hmm.
There's no wind. It's moving.
And it's stuck.
Oh.
There it goes.
Oh.
Hey.
Okay, if that's you, stop moving it. Oh my God, bro. He stopped moving it. Okay, stop moving it.
Yeah.
Okay, now push it as hard as you can. Use everything you got. You can use my sail to do it. Everything we got, and push it as hard as you
I have
can.
my cell phone in my pocket as well for you. And I drag energy from that.
He's tipping it. There's no wind out here. It's completely... There's not even a breeze. There's nothing.
Okay.
It stopped moving. Okay, push it one more time. If you push it one more time, we'll leave. Okay, all right. I'll stick to what I said. Thank you.
So much.
Thank you so much. You have a good night. Okay, so
when we get to the
we
edge,
literally
make
just
sure when we get to the edge that we
tell them that they cannot follow us home. He's right with us right now.
I know. Do you not want us to leave?
I feel it. Bertha, if you're with us, I see these bells right here. Go ahead and ring those bells for me. Are you one of the ones that's been watching us tonight? I don't know. I don't know, but you gotta watch out because these people will come over here too. I don't see anybody.
Are there bells out there? I don't think there's bells out there, Dad.
Oh, it sounded like somebody fucking with the tree.
Did you hear that?
What?
I just heard footsteps over by the tree.
By this little one?
Yeah, by that little one. I just heard footsteps. Okay, well, I guess Bertha is a very active person.
It might not be Bertha. Someone got murdered over there in those apartments. Are you over by the tree?
We hear you if you're there.
Hello? If you're there, shake that tree. There's literally no one out here, dude.
There's no one.
That is creepy. I heard it over here now. To my left. I want to make sure it's not a live person. Hold on. Hold on. If you're here, make a noise. Shake this tree.
Like that door. It's like freaking out.
What door? That one?
Door.
Oh, I know. See, I thought maybe somebody hopped the fucking fence, because that's what it sounded like. But there's fucking no one over here.
Dad, did you hear that?
What?
It came from the door.
Nuh-uh.
It came from the door. It came from the door. I swear. I heard something come from that door.
Bro, the blinds are moving.
No, I'm out.
Nope, I'm out. The blinds just moved.
Dad, please.
No, Gabby, you don't understand. I mean, the blinds, like, moved.
No, but I don't want to see them move.
Whoa. If you can hear us, move those blinds.
Something just stepped from over here, Dad. It's okay. To be fair, we said we'd leave.
Oh, dude. We've been here this whole time and it's just now starting.
But we also said that we'd leave.
Dude, I saw those blinds move. That one right there, over to the left, that's kind of spaced out, if you guys can see it. I saw that one swing back and forth. And we heard a bunch of crashing noises, like someone was over here jumping a fence. And I think it was somebody grabbing those doors and shaking them. Because the blinds were still moving.
That's why I don't know.
Oh, and you can see, look, let me show you guys. There's no one over here. No one. There's no maintenance people, nothing. There's no one over here. If you want us to leave, move the blinds. Bro, that was so creepy. I thought there was someone over here. If you want us to leave,
Dad.
move the blinds. What?
I just heard a step over there, like a full-blown step.
Okay.
Whoever is over here is really
They're not moving the
active.
blinds anymore.
I heard them over here. I think after... I'm freaking out.
And I heard this tree shake too.
Whoever's over here is very active.
Yeah, I don't know if it was Bertha, but Bertha, if that's you.
Thanks.
She didn't ring the bells though.
Probably because we asked her to.
Watch us walk around the corner and they ring. Ding. Bro. That was intense.
That was
Hold on.
very intense.
Hold on. There's no one here. Look, there's no one here.
Are the lights on? I'm sorry, but are the lights on?
Wait. These are auto lights now. Now, they had the front lamps on, though.
Yeah, I know. Okay. I thought there was lights in there on, like the motion sensed bright lights on in there.
That's where that back door is, huh? Yep, that back door is right over there. All the way in the back.
Well, that was your light. Okay. Oh my
Dude,
God.
it is so creepy in here. Okay, well, everybody. Oh yeah, let's go ahead and do our thing real quick. So anyone that can hear us, that's close to us, you are not allowed to come home with us. You stay here. You stay here. This is your home. Thank you for letting us come and talk to you. And thank you for interacting with us. You guys have a good night. And rest in peace. God bless. All right, everybody. We are back in the car. We're done. We pretty much walked the whole entire cemetery. We tried to get into the mausoleum, the first one, and you know, we couldn't. I tried to get a lot of footage. I didn't want to bore you guys with the walking around and not really getting too much on camera or video, and I didn't want to bore you guys with talking. So I kind of turned it on when I felt like maybe one of these places in here would be a hot spot. And I think we did a pretty good job. I mean, in the beginning it was kind of slow. We didn't really get much, I think, because it was still light outside. We got over to the first mausoleum we tried to get into was locked. The second one was locked too, but that's when we started to feel things, but it also started to get dark outside. And then we kind of went around. We personally felt things. We felt like there might be someone watching us. You know, you kind of get the feeling that someone's watching you, following you, or whatever. But I don't want to go off of that. I wanted to get some kind of evidence. So we did feel something though. And then we walked through a little bit more. We got a little bit more on camera. I apologize for it being dark. We had to be careful because there's apartments lining this whole cemetery. And like I said, we're in a bad part of town. 1, 2, people like to call the police if they see people in here. So I tried to do this and keep it as quiet as possible. So walking back, however, is when things started to get a little crazy. We saw a shadow. We were just both walking together, and we felt a little creeped out, like maybe something was watching us, following us, and we were asking things to touch us and talk to us. We got over here close to the car, and we figured, oh, it'll probably be the end of the night, and we see this giant black shadow that was kind of floating in midair go from the tree. It kind of like came out from behind the tree like it was hiding, and quickly went across the walkway in front of us and disappeared about 10 feet after that. So it was very fast. I caught it, but she caught it at the same time, and before I even said anything, she was freaking out. So, and I looked at her and I said, "You saw that, didn't you?" And she goes, "Yeah." And there was a shadow that went from that tree and disappeared about 10 feet out. And I kind of jumped the gun a little bit, and I was like, we're going over there right now. And I wanted to go. I ran over there to go sit down and try to talk to it. So we went over there. I think we spooked it at first, but then a little bit of while of sitting there, we started to kind of feel something come back through. When we hung that light, my headlamp, on the tree and asked for it to be tapped. And there was no, at the beginning there was a little bit of a breeze, but after a couple seconds, it just completely died and the headlamp started moving. And then before we left, we said, "Hey, tap the headlamp one more time," and it tapped and
swung it. There was no breeze, no nothing. And that was enough for us because we told it that we would leave if it shook it for us. So yeah, crazy night, man. This place definitely has some activity, I think. I mean, I really feel like we showed it a lot tonight. So I'm gonna let Gabby tell what happened on the last part over here.
Oh yeah, that's the best part.
Because we went back to the first mausoleum, so she's gonna tell you what happened when we went back.
So we started heading back over, and we came back to this first mausoleum because there was stuff on or what should I call them? Not graves. There was
Vases.
Vases. There we go. There's vases on the side over here. Oh, that air is warm. On the side over here, and we thought that it would be here. Just plug them in. It's okay.
Hang on, we're just gonna plug this in real quick.
Oh no.
We've been using the phone a lot tonight. Okay, there we go.
All right. Okay. So we thought that we would just come over to these vases on the side and we would just talk a little bit more before we left. Well, we found a rather old one, and we were like, you know what? This lady probably doesn't have a lot of family left, and
it was like 1897, I think, is when she was born.
1892.
Was it 18?
1977.
Yeah, to 1977. She had no flowers on there, but she had a vase with bells hanging down.
Yep.
Gabby, go ahead. I'll let you.
And we went over there and we're like, hey, if you're here with us, tap the bells. And the bells didn't end up moving, but we started hearing movement out in a field. So there was this little tree over there, and it sounded like the movement was coming from the tree. We weren't sure if it was coming from the field or the tree. So we shone.
And then we heard like what sounded like knocking, like if someone were to take a stick and knock on a fence. That's what we heard.
Yeah.
And then the tree started moving. We heard the twigs and the tree start moving. So a little bit about these apartments over here. Someone, a lot of people have been murdered over here at these apartments. So I wonder if maybe it was a mix of the two. Maybe this mausoleum and whatever had happened over there. Because there was recently a death. So I don't know if maybe that was just noise coming from the person that had died over there or not. But yeah, so we heard a bunch of noises over there, loud.
Okay, so after we had heard the movement by the tree, he went over there, and I stayed by the concrete and the pillars and all of that, and I heard footsteps on the concrete, because it's kind of like a different sound between the grass and the concrete. So I heard footsteps on the concrete, and I freaked out. I was like, Dad, I heard footsteps. And he came back over here, or over to the area that I was in, and around the corner there's this back door into the mausoleum, and it had blinds that you would have for a sliding glass door. And after he came back over where I heard the footsteps on the concrete, we both heard a movement around the corner.
Back by the door.
Back by the back door with the blinds. And then he went over there, and apparently... Oh, is somebody coming in here? No, okay. And apparently, the blinds were moving. Now, I didn't want to look at it because I get scared, and I don't like seeing stuff like that. So I didn't want to look at it, so I didn't see it personally, but I guess we'll have to look at it in the footage. But altogether,
I want to see if I caught it.
At the end is mostly where we started getting activity. Before that, it was mostly just people. We felt like people were watching us or following us, or just kind of hiding in the shadows of the buildings and the area that we were in.
Yeah.
So.
Yep. So this is just one. The next one that we're going to do is Marymount Castle, which is in Manitou. And supposedly that one is really haunted. That one's been around for a very long time. I'm not sure of the year that it was built, and I don't want to give the wrong date or year. So I'll check my facts and we'll kind of, wrestle with that when we get over there. But it's very historic, set in a historic part of town. Manitou's been around a very long time, since the early to mid 1800s. So I know that building's very old, and they've told us ghost stories over there before about that place. So
we're gonna see if maybe we can get over there and we can catch some of the same activity or better at that house. And we're gonna try to do it in the daytime, because I know being at night it's pitch black. I apologize, but on ghost hunts like these, it's kind of a good thing for it to be, you know, quiet, black, and we just kind of walked around in the darkness. So so yeah, like, share, subscribe. We got plenty more coming. As you can tell, we're not being lazy. We're going out whenever we get a chance and visiting different places. So I think this was a very good video, and I hope that you guys liked it, and we will talk to you next time.
Bye.
Peace.